Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick. I hope you are well on this Wednesday evening. We're battling through the week, aren't we? So we're past the midweek stage, so not long to the weekend. Hello to everyone that's watching at the moment. See a few people there already in the chat. So hello Gumjo, hello Julie, hello Atom Kelton. So yeah, not long to the weekend. We're going to be doing a 2-hour Commodore 64 stream, which I thought you sort of like knew already. I'm sure you did. And it's not expert gameplay by any means. We're just relaxing and chilling and having a bit of fun with retro talk and nonsense chat. Now, this is the first Commodore 64 stream, thanks Julie, in 720p, so I still consider it in test mode, but we did okay with the Spectrum ones yesterday and the day before. The Amiga test went really brilliant, as did the Mega Drive one. A few technical gremlins, but I think we ironed them out actually within the stream, so it looks very, very good going forward. Now, before we come to the games, which is the main thing we want to see, I'll just let you know about a few cosmetic things I've done. Nothing too serious, won't take too long. In the event list that turns up underneath the Twitter badge there, generally it showed you if there's a new subscriber to the channel, or if a new member joined, or if I was lucky enough to get a super chat, which does vary. I don't take that for granted. But anyway, I've taken out the alert for subscriber. All the other ones are still there and working the same way. It's just that there was a potential loophole I saw where someone could keep subscribing, unsubscribing, subscribing, unsubscribing, and the whole stream, nothing but their name keeps coming up over and over. So that's all I've done there. I've been having problems with the Ko-Fi badge of it actually displaying properly. I think I've solved that now by making the window a bit wider, but on the live stuff, things always work a bit different. So before we get started, I will just send a tester through to see if that displays correctly. So it's just me doing a test. It's no one actually doing anything. If that goes up the screen okay, then we're in business. And I think we're in business. New donation from the Ko-Fi team. They didn't really send a donation, but there we go. So that works good, didn't it? Okay, good stuff. So we're going to be looking at a few games, time permitting. So we're going to have Test Drive 2 by Accolade, Arkanoid, Moon Patrol, Atic Atac, a really cool homebrew. Won't be completing that with me just running around being Wally. Continental Circus, IK Plus, Pacmania, and any time permitting, we'll look at a Space Invaders. Hello there, Lemmy. Hope you are doing well. So, first of all, then, let's get Test Drive 2 in the can. It's a game that I played a lot on the Commodore Amiga. Didn't play it too much on the Commodore 64. I forgot what computer it was on then. There we go. So let's just find it first of all. We're loading these all from disk images, so it should be quite quick, although I think Test Drive 2 takes a little bit time to load, so just get yourself ready. So hopefully it's looking all clear for you. Should be a lot crisper than previous streams have done. Although internet being internet, there's always a small chance of a lag here and there depending on what's happening on YouTube's end, but hopefully it'll be a little bit better. So Test Drive 2, a game by Accolade. It's a racing game where you either choose a Porsche now or a Ferrari. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. Hello there, Tom, and then I'll alter that as we go along. Accolade presents. Yeah, good old game this. Good old game. So as I say, let me know if the game sound is too high or my voice is too high in comparison, and we can do a little bit of tweaking. But I've saved it from before, so it should be okay, but you never know. Things go up and down as we sort of like change stuff. Okie dokie. So I need to change the settings here. It won't take a GIF. There we go, as it continues loading on. So it takes a while to load Test Drive 2. Hi Tom, hello Phil. You like the stream? Well, that's good. That does help then. It makes people passing by see if it's worthwhile seeing or not. On tape, Test Drive 2 took quite a long time to load, but here we seem to be okay, it seems. Right, okay. So, my car is the Porsche, the opponent's car is the Ferrari. Let's race against the computer, because that's a lot more fun. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Tom. So the sound balance is okay. Thank you very much. But we're going to see. Let's put it up pro. What's the worst thing that could happen? I should be quite safe. So 1989 this was. 1989. Good. Right, when the car engine comes on, then we'll know if the sound balance is correct. You've got a certain amount of lives. If you crash into any oncoming traffic or over-rev the engine, then you've had it. We reviewed Test Drive a little while ago, on a previous stream a couple of weeks ago. So apologies there wasn't a Commodore 64 stream last week. I was in the process of getting my internet transferred over, and that particular day the upload speed was 0.2. And there we go. Sometimes slightly unclear for you on TV. Oh dear, we're on a bit rate of 5,000. What I've noticed about Commodore 64 stuff, it isn't as crisp as the ZX Spectrum would be. So I don't know if that's the graphics or themselves, but I don't know. But it's good to know. Thank you. Maybe something for me to work on. It's currently loading the scenery, I'd imagine. We'll see if it stays blurry. We'll see if it stays blurry when we do the other games as well. So as I say, still pretty much in test mode to a degree. And we're racing this Ferrari here. Now I think the Commodore 64 does quite a good job as this for an 8-bit game. I'll put it on the most difficult mode. That might be a mistake. Let's come around this curve. Don't hit any oncoming traffic. Oh no! Good start, isn't it? One car, one crash. There we go. I'm being very economical with it. Maybe I should have put it on an easier level, but anyway. Let's go through the gears. Right, here we go. Thanks, Tom. All feedback is good. So we're gradually improving the thing. Mega Drive and Commodore Amiga stuff seems to work. Oops, I almost come to a standstill then. I just need to look at PlayStation as well, get that working, because that's a little bit more awkward to set up, and then do the webcam, the picture-in-picture, and then we'll pretty much be up and running then, which will be exciting times. So there might be a test at some point where it's just me using some kind of webcam to see if that works without any games on top. So you might catch that. I don't know when that would happen, but I wanna get it up as quickly as possible. So this has been pretty much a test week. But it's been, oh my word, it's been pretty much a test week, but it's been going good. So thank you there for people that have been giving me feedback and all that sort of malarkey as I drive this Porsche very quick and talk at the same time. Right. We'll have a look. I mean, to me, Commodore 64 always seems slightly more blurry because of the colour palette. It doesn't pop as much as the ZX Spectrum, but it's got different qualities to it. Now this game is much better on the Commodore 64 than it is on the ZX Spectrum. So some games are better, some are not, but in the end of the day it's all about nostalgia, what ones you grew up with. I wouldn't argue too much what was the best computer, because they sort of like do different things really. Right, we got there. We crashed once. It wasn't too bad, was it? Oh, it might do that, Julie, mightn't it? It might default to a lower. But this is being broadcast for what it's worth on 720p, 60 frames a second. So I don't know, the device might alter it and change it to something else or change the format. Yeah. Okay. Looking good streaming on PS4 on the app. Thanks, Smithers. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, that's good to know. It's good to know. Hi, Bigfoot. We're playing Test Drive 2 by Accolade in 1989. It's been very hot again today, hasn't it? I was on my walk early on. Had to cut it a bit short. There we go. Oh, thanks, Phil. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you. So that should spring up in the alerts. Brilliant. I never take those for granted, but they do help the channel considerably. So thank you very much for that. And as I say, there will be many more, I'm sure, Commodore 64 streams to come. Now I want to get a more solid Amiga stream into place. So what we might do, starting tomorrow, if you're around, is a blundering series, as we did on the Spectrum, to get that off and running, of Stunt Car Racer, which is a brilliant game. So I need to get practicing on that, because when we tested it the other day, I wasn't very good on the Amiga stream. So yeah, we might get that in the can for about an hour and a half, where I just do 3 attempts at the season. So that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Get the Amiga up and running. But so many stuff we can do with that. Speedball 2 as well, Kickoff 2, or Sensible Soccer. But I didn't own a Commodore 64 back in the day, but I think I would have liked it. There's so many good games on it. Good stuff. I like a historian. I like seeing all systems. A system I haven't really covered at all is the Amstrad CPC. But I've got a bit of a tip off that Atic Atac's in the process of being coded for that, so maybe I need to have a look at that. And I'm also told that the BBC Micro has also got Atic Atac on it. Right, okay. Get round here. I'm trying to see with this game. I'm trying to look at the comments at the same time. There. Okay. Now, I don't know why, Phil, I don't know why. Maybe I've messed up a bit. I don't know why your donation's not coming up on the event list. I thought I just turned off subscribers. Apologies for that. Yeah, what's going on there? It come up as an alert though, didn't it? Come up as an alert, but didn't come up as the event list. That's a bit weird. Oops, I've fallen down there. Maybe I'll pause it and try and fix that in a moment. Let's try and pause that and fix that now. Let's have a look there. Maybe I haven't copied it across properly. Let's have a look. So I want to get you on the screen. Right, you might notice a bit. Oh, you're on that one. Right, this is the ZX Spectrum one. So I need to copy that across. So something on there is not copied across here. Sorry about this, folks, but it is just test week. Right, here we go. Bear with me, because I want you showing. Right, up we go. Nicky, what you doing? What you doing? Is that showing? I don't think that's showing. Yeah, I don't think that's showing or not. I think. Anyway, we'll soon find out. Sorry about that, folks. Right, back to the game. That's what we mainly want to do. We want to see gameplay, don't we? Yeah. Right. Okay. So you sure it was showing on one of my screens, my ZX Spectrum screen? It doesn't seem to have copied over to the Commodore 64 screen. Oops, I've blown the engine there. Exciting stuff. Right, let's get this car going again. You can't beat a bit of testing, can you? Thanks, Phil. But you did see your name on the other one, so it has been registered. Whoa. Right, thank you. And one of the alerts come up, didn't it? Just the event list didn't come up. Whoa. Oops, I'm off a cliff now. I've got distracted. Evening, Rosie. I hope you are doing well, sir. Hope you are doing well. Right, 2 lives left with all that mucking about, Nicky. Concentrate. Boom, boom, boom. We're going through the tunnel. I do like the tunnels in this game. They're quite good. Cut above. Oh, it's a bit dark in here. Just need to get to that gas station. Now, you can see in the top right there the distance I need to cover. So about 1.8 miles still. Oh, already in top gear. Right. Yeah, good detail on the dashboard. I have to agree with you there. Right, collision detection on this game isn't brilliant on the Amiga version either. So sometimes you think you can be miles away from something, and you're not. I always do risky overtakes in this, which you shouldn't overtake on a blind bend, but here we go doing it. Oops. Oh, into a wall. The road handling's not very good. And this is my last life now. Keep going. Exciting stuff, but good engine sounds on this. I'm impressed with the sounds that the Commodore 64 pumps out. Don't do an let's slow down a bit here. I don't want to risk, because I've crashed the car a number of times. I don't want to. Oh, I've fallen off the cliff. Oh man. Yeah. Leaderboard. Oh, just reading your comments, Smith. There's leaderboard. Right. What we do is we'll queue that up. Let's write that down. Leaderboard. We'll queue that up for next week. Right. I do write these down. I haven't got it available at the moment because I need to get the disc version. But we'll queue up leaderboard there. Right. Okay. Right. So I think we need another go on this one, but on an easier mode. Doob 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 doob. Doo 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 doo. Right. On the Commodore Amiga back in the day, I used to really whiz through this game. Let's try and make it a little bit easier. Yeah, sorry about that, Phil. I tried to get that fixed. We'll see. Well, if another one comes in, we'll see if the board comes up. But yeah, just so you can see, Phil. Look, it is on another page. Let's just show you. Oops. Well, that works. That works. Thanks, Atic Kelton. You're on that one, Phil. You're just not on the other one. Thanks, Atic Kelton. So that one works as well. But just it's not. Why isn't it on that one? Right. Hang on a minute. I'm determined to get you showing on it. I'm gonna try something else here. No, it looks like it needs to refresh again. Okay, right. Anyway, in theory, yeah. Anyway. Right, let's put my name in. It needs to reset, I think. Nick, that's me. Dooba-doo-ba-doo-dooba-doo. But you are there, Phil, but you're on the ZX Spectrum screen. I need to put it on all the screens. At least we know the Ko-Fi works. So thank you very much for that, Aston Kelton. That's working. Oh, test week, things slowly coming together. But you know, it should be active as of now. Just something I didn't copy over across when I was altering bits and bobs. Right, let's go on an easier mode on this. Show a few other ones. It's good fun, isn't it? Really. Yeah, I think Test Drive 1, you could go near the cliffs, but I don't think you could actually fall over completely. So after this, we'll look at what should we look at? Arkanoid. The stream's not going too bad, Stuart. There's a few things that we're doing. Oh, that's massive. Anyway, we'll leave that there. Right, hang on a minute. I know what I've done now. I've done the alert system, and I should have done the event system. Right, okay. Right, we'll get this fixed, Phil. We'll get this fixed between us. Right. Right, we're gonna do this. You will show. Right, okay. Let's just make this a bit more. Oh man, this is all going a bit Pete Tong, isn't it? Let's make that a bit smaller. Put that there. You shouldn't be seeing this in a live stream. But anyway, there we go. You're there. There we go. Oh man, right. So it might look a bit weird today. But you know. So you're there twice now. Anyway, good. I've got a duplicate. Of the alert system. It mucks up everything, didn't it? That crazy thing. Right. So there's only one thing in the wrong place. But if you do a super chat today, you'll show up 3 times initially, anyway, and then it'll cut to 1 time. Right. Hooray for that. Live making. We're going live. We're going. So I got accused once of this being pre-recorded. I hope that proves that it isn't. So you're there twice now, Phil, anyway. 10 and 2, despite that mucking about. Good. Yeah, it did. You was all over the place, weren't you? Right, is the music still working on this? I can't hear any music anymore. That's what's happened. Oh, man. It's going to be one of those days today, isn't it? Testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm sure it played music at this point. Right, hang on a minute. Right, we'll soon say the music might have cut out. I'm not sure. No, we might be okay. It might be just a silent period. This is like the Laurel and Hardy show. Yeah, I know, Gumjo. Where is the music? Where's the music gone? I do not know. Right, right, let's do a bit more testing. I don't know where the music's gone. Right, we'll see if it plays, then I need to go back in again. Things change, don't they, each week? But you can hear me okay, I presume. Right. Now we're in an electric car. Perhaps so. Right, that was me. You might have heard something there. Did you hear that? Let's have a look, see if it's gone completely. Oh, I think the sound's back again. So a temporary glitch, but we survive again. Can you hear the sound? Let me know. Can you hear the car? I can hear it. Can you hear that car? Sound's back. Okay. Who's running this ship? I had a bit of trouble, Betty, but the sound is back. Right, we're going. We're back again. We're back in there. Oh, Frank. Yeah, right. Oh, keep going. It's like me on my driving test, this. Anyway, it'd be no fun if everything went perfect, would it? Thanks, Lemmy. Right, now, in theory, everything's in the right place. The sound is in the right place. I'm not going to have to mess with anything. So for the whole rest of the stream, everything should be super cool. Hooray! It's Wednesday. Now, everything is fixable. I think the secret of live streams is your speed of correcting stuff when it goes wrong. And as I've experienced, it has gone wrong quite a lot. Right, good old Frank Spencer. As my mother always said. His mother said a lot of things in that show. Some Mothers Do Have 'Em was the show, if you're unfamiliar with it. It's on YouTube. Character Frank Spencer, the hapless person, played by Michael Crawford. Let's get past it. So it seems to be less traffic for me to negotiate this time. Get out of the way. Oh, so I blew the engine. So never go into top gear on the first. Never go into top gear and then slam down the gears when you're at top speed. That's something I've learned as well. Right, okay. Street Hassle. Street Hassle is on the Commodore 64. It'd be cool to look at that. Well, what about leaderboard of Street Hassle? Maybe next week School Days as well, because we're going to look at that on the Commodore 64, on the ZX Spectrum stream. So we'll probably marry it up together. That'd be quite funny, wouldn't it? Okay, right. The Future House, Tom, is probably my favourite episode. I've watched that the most. That's great. But everywhere Frank Spencer goes, there is trouble, isn't there? Every time. Every time. Yeah, Street Hassle. Right, I've got 5 lives left. I blew my engine one time. The sound went once. And the alert system has been duplicated. And one of them is very, very massive. But I can fix that after the stream. So at least you know if you do send a super chat, you're going to get one alert in the event list. One alert where it should be, and one massive alert which I duplicated where I mixed up what window was what. Well done. Right, I can get this running. Just bear with me. Oh, it's a good job I'm not flying an airplane or something. We'll be in big bother. Right, thank you very much. I'll do you Elvis. Thank you very much. It's gonna be a blue. Right, we're still standing. 3 wheels on my wagon. I'm still rolling along. And I'm going across this cliff face here. Right, go, go, go. Right, thank you everyone that's watching, that's tolerated me, on the low resolution streams. I've automatically stopped then. I stopped for a picnic if you wanted to have one. But we're slowly getting there. This week was a major breakthrough in the speed of the internet. We're having a look at a few other systems, gotten them up and running, and then there's like purely cosmetic stuff we're sorting out. But every problem so far has been fixed, which bodes well. I think bodes well. I've stopped for a picnic again. Yeah, if you was doing a qualifying lap in the Grand Prix and stopped the car dead, I think you'd get sacked. I think. Yeah, that's right, Smithers. I think you're right. Trouble follows them everywhere, doesn't it? Them two. They should have worked together as some sort of like cop duo. They should have partnered them together. Right. Oh man, the car slides around all over the place. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Broken windscreen, but got four lives left. I think 4 lives left is not a bad thing. Boom. Right. Cooking on gas. So I'm glad you saw a bit of behind the scenes as well. There we go. You probably saw all wiggly lines and all sorts of stuff going on. There we go. I like to keep you involved. Whoa, whoa. Oh man, you wouldn't want to live from me up the shops, would you? Really? The Amiga version doesn't handle great either. This isn't too bad. I spent with one thing or another. I spent too long in this game. But anyway, we'll just do a couple of stages. Let me know what you think when you want to move on, and we'll look at Arkanoid, I think. But it's been eventful already, hasn't it? Been eventful already. Getting 4th gear around here. Look, oh god, frame rate. Just got away with that, I think. Right. Accelerating in 5th gear, probably the worst gear. Boom. Hooray! Well, as long as I'm keeping you entertained, that's the main thing. Channel is all about beating stress, having fun, and distancing ourselves from reality for as long as possible. And long as possible is normally about 2 hours. Right. God, I don't know how I got away with that. Does Arkanoid play on joystick on Spectrum? I think you can do it on joystick on the Spectrum. I'll be using keys on the Commodore 64 version, but on the joystick settings, I've sort of remapped it, I think. So to give myself a bit of a chance, the keys really, unless there's an option to redefine them, should be the same for everything that I'm playing. Although when we look at iCloud Plus later on, I will be getting out the joystick then, because on keyboard that's just too difficult for me. Go round the outside. He'll be going round the outside when he goes. Singing aye aye yippee, yippee aye. Evening 790. Hope you're well. We're Test Drive 2 in. You missed a bit of behind the scenes action there where things went a bit wrong, but we seem to have sorted it out now as a team. Go team. Go team. Go team. Right. There we go. 2 stages done. Ah, okay. It's been a while since I played Arkanoid on the ZX Spectrum, Tom. Yeah, I don't know. Some of them go as mouse, don't they, really? Yeah. Right, okay. Yeah, just reading your comment there, Bigfootu. And yeah, some of the TV ones do get taken off for copyright, don't they? I sometimes like watching the shows of Rick Mao and Adrian Edmondson Bottom, and people have made great lengths to make sure they don't get hit by copyright. I think they flip the screen and it's very, very small, and you know, it makes you think it's not really worth watching it. But anyway, I suppose the BBC. Right. I could, I'll have to watch the clock here because I could be playing this game forever. But if we don't get to some of the games I said we're going to cover, that will happen next week. As I say, tomorrow will be a stunt car racer blundering series on the Commodore Amiga. Yeah, Doctor Who, I can imagine that, Tom. Yeah. Right, we'll just do this stage or I'll lose my lives, or else we'll be here all day, and then I'll have a look at Arkanoid. Because we're eating into Arkanoid time now with all those problems. Floor it, big nose, that's what they like to say. Oops. Could be a problem. Who are those 2 guys in that car? They look like those, there was a toy called, a sweet called a Chalky. They look like 2 sweets there. Anyway. I think there's about 6 stages in all in this game. It's a leap forward from the original Test Drive 1. Test Drive 3 didn't come out on the Amiga or the Commodore 64. I think it came out on PC, but I did see it and it didn't seem quite as good. And then, of course, one could argue without these games you wouldn't have had the Need for Speed series, but that might be a long distance argument. So we're in the Porsche. I think if you go out in the Ferrari, it does look a little bit different. Car slows down a lot. Oh, we're not going to get through there, are we? It'd be good if the people coming in the opposite direction would try it and stop you coming through. That's the thing. No one swerves. They just happily drive into a speeding Porsche coming in the opposite direction. What gives there? What gives there? I do like the engine sounds on this. We looked at Turbo Cup on the ZX Spectrum. It did seem a bit like a fly. This one, although it's a little bit high pitched, they make a better effort of it. And my opponent's gone past in the Ferrari F40. I think we're in a Porsche 959, I think. Oh, Rent-A-Ghost. So that's still on YouTube? I'd love to watch Rent-A-Ghost on YouTube. I've been gradually going through watching Ulysses 31 cartoon there from my youth. I love Ulysses 31. Oh, there's a police car, is there? Is it a police car? It sounds like a very odd police car. You were clocked at 68 miles an hour. That's the oddest sounding police car I've ever heard. Sounded like a cat shouting through a vuvuzela. Timothy Claypole, Nadine Popoff, McWitch, Dobbin. Who else was in it? Ethel Meeker, Harold Meeker. The people next door were the Perkins. Who else was there? Was there any other characters? I think there was an old fella. What was his name? Everything kept going wrong for the old fella ghost. I can't remember. He was dressed like an undertaker. I can't remember what his name was. Electra Glide, worth a look. Okay, let's make a note of that. Nadine Popoff. She became Audrey Roberts in Coronation Street. But every time she sneezed, not in Coronation Street, she would disappear and go somewhere else. It was like their teleport system was just holding their nose, wasn't it? Holding their nose and then they disappeared somewhere else. Davenport, was it? Was his name Davenport? I really have lost that memory. I can't even tell you if that's right or wrong. It's probably right. Get in the right gear, Nick. I'm on the wrong side of the road, which isn't a good start. I can weave through there? No, you could. You can't weave through there. You're trying from your face. It should be fixed, Phil. I think you're going to get massive alerts all over the place, like it's your show, but wait for it. There's going to be all over the shapes. We've got one thing to... Well, we say that. Hasn't done anything yet, has he? Oh, the tension. There we go. Well, so if you're going to do a donation, folks, and you're only going to do it once, tonight's the night. You'll get plastered everywhere. Right, I just need I've duplicated the window, haven't I? And one's too big, but anyway. Never mind, it's not distracting here. That's more fun. You get more for your buck this time. Good. Thanks, Phil. You're dominating it, so thank you very much there, sir. All helps run the channel. I do put that back into the channel as much as I can to improve stuff, and it will improve. Keep improving, that's what I like. Yeah. Well, I could leave that big one there. What do you think? It might be one of those serendipitous things that makes the channel better. Oops. Oh, there we go. It's only there briefly, isn't it, over the screen? It could be a good reward. Right. Boom, 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 boom. Well, here we go. The only problem with that is, if Donald Trump is on the stream, or Bill Gates or someone like that, and then keeps donating £1 a second, we won't be able to, it's not going to happen, we won't be able to see any of the action. I'm always thinking worst case scenario. Right, we'll go into the gas station and we'll lose play Arkanoid, because we've been playing this about half an hour. And normally I only try and play the games about a quarter of an hour each time, so we might not get through the full list. But we're having jolly good fun, aren't we? We're having jolly good fun. Right. Right, so let's load up Arkanoid. Arkanoid. It's here somewhere. Right. When things get going proper, we could probably do a bit more of a walkthrough on some of these things. We could go through the whole of Test Drive 2, which I might be able to do on the Commodore Amiga, but it's not something you can cover within 15 minutes, really. Donald Trump wants his face on Mount Rushmore. Are they, what, as an additional face, or will they have to take someone, remove someone, then put him on? That'd be an interesting thing to do, yeah. Right, I think the event list needs to go up about half a millimetre, well, about a few millimetres. That's just cosmetic. But at least the Ko-Fi thing's working. So thank you, Ashton Kelton, for testing that out proper for me, which is Brillo pads, as they say nowhere. Right, I think I need to flick the ports over here to get this working, but it is loading. Hasn't gone to walk mode. Do I want unlimited lives? Right, this is the hacked version. No, I don't. Start at level. Yeah, we'll start there. Level skip. Right, okay. Don't want to do any level skipping. No. Put in for no. Right. Right, there we go. Arkanoid. Right, I do need to flip things over. I have to work a bit more in these ones than the ZX Spectrum ones. There's a few things between games I have to flip round. It depends what port it activates the joystick on. Sometimes it goes for port 1, sometimes it goes for port 2. Right we go. So you should be able to hear some lovely music now. Duh, 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 duh. Looks a bit like Batty on first looks. Very similar to Batty. Right, cold God, this is going to test me. Now, if I did this game on the old setup, the 360p, because of the blurring, you probably wouldn't be able to see all of where the ball's going. But so many Breakout clones. The first one that I played was Through the Wall on the ZX Spectrum. Oh, I got distracted by the power-up then. But there's absolutely loads. Batty's one of the most revered ones, isn't it, really? Yeah. Boing. Right, Mount Trump. I wouldn't mind getting myself on Mount Rushmore. How do you go about it? Surely they're not going to take that seriously, are they? It's a very strange world. And what happens if Kanye West becomes the next president of the United States? Will he go on Mount Rushmore as well? Before you know it, you've got 4 people that you wouldn't really expected there. Looking good on your phone. Thanks, Big Z. Good. That's good to. Oh, look at that. I need to up my reactions on here. I got the speed of a concussed sloth. Oh, look at that. Come on, Nicky. You're playing like a newbie and it's game over. Game over, dudes. Right, let's have another go. Because we can. Doodle-da. So, Arkanoid was by Imagine Soft in 1987. Right, away we go. After this one, we'll look at Moon Patrol from the arcades. That had a lot of conversions as well. Moon Alert, it was called on the ZX Spectrum. But here we are, we're just beating bricks here. Now, what you ideally want to do is ignore the power-ups. If they land on you, fine. But you want to get the ball behind the wall, really, and that's when you start doing stuff. Right, I've got the sticky thing, so that's good. Yeah, Mount Njenkin, I think that get pulled down. Right, okay, we're good. Good. Did Kanye get locked in a cupboard on TV? I don't know, did he? Possibly. I don't follow the chat too much. Right. But he says a lot of odd things on Twitter, but I think that's what expected now of celebrities. It makes them interesting, I guess. It makes a nice sound, doesn't it, as it hits the wall? I'm hoping like this does play like Batty, because I don't think I've played this before. I hope it does play like Batty, where if you get some sort of special power up or a big bat, it'll walk you to the next stage. Right, okay. Okie dokie. It's starting to get a bit darker in the evening now around this place. The room is practically pitch black, and prettily as well, pitch black. Right, boing. Prince of Persia on the Commodore 64. We can look at that, Ace Rimmer. It won't be happening on this one, but I can certainly key it up maybe for next week or so. If I can get a disc, if I can get a disc image of it, then brilliant. Because if some games you can only find like tape images, and they just take too long to load to keep things. Because I want to keep it vaguely exciting in the stream, and we don't really want to look at a black screen for too long. I mean, it was sort of okay earlier on because we had a technical problem, and it's still quite new doing this. So thank you for your patience there. I think a lot of you liked it more than we actually playing the game. But I can't guarantee that's going to happen every time. But Prince of Persia, yeah, we can do. We looked at that on the Mega Drive test stream yesterday, and it looked absolutely gorgeous. So thank you, Julie, has been putting up the screen caps on Twitter so I could see what it looked like the other side. But they look pretty much what I can see for it's got transmitted through the internet in the first place. So there's not a great deal of image loss or sound loss there at all, and I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased. Boing. Right. Oh, come on. I want a boost to get me off the stage. On the Atari 2600, did look at Super Breakout. That was quite tricky when it went quite fast. Right. Have you covered Rescue of Fracturous? I haven't. Is that something I need to track down? Is that on the Commodore 64 or is that on everything? It's not a game I'm familiar with, which probably means it's not on the Spectrum. But it could be. There's about 28,000 games on the Spectrum, isn't there? But I do love looking at new games. I try and see the good in the game where I can do. I mean, there is a lot of stinkers out there, to be honest. It's still hot where you are, Gum Joe? Well, yeah. It's very hot in here. Very hot. I've got the window closed at the moment, unfortunately, because you never know when some boy racers might drive past in their car with the window open with their big, massive speakers, which wouldn't look out of place at the Glastonbury Music Festival. I don't know why people do that. I never got into that. I think a friend did. He had a really cheap car, I think it's a Fiesta, and then spent really a lot of money doing it up, and had his sound system was worth more than the car. Yeah. I could put a fan on, but again, that might make a bit of noise. You might be able to hear in the computer just about the fan noise there, but I'm trying to filter it out with filters. But it's all about trying to keep the noise down. It's only for 2 hours. I can survive 2 hours. Right. If I stop talking, I probably haven't survived. I mean, this is making you work for your money, this, isn't it, really? You have to hit those twice. I need 2 of these left now. That's going to... Oh, I thought I was going to... That's going to hit that. Disappear. No. That's going to hit the other one. Surely. No, missed it. Oh. He works hard. Oh, game over again. Game over again. Right. Okie dokie. Let's have one last go. It is quite addictive, this game. And then we'll go on to Moon Patrol. Not to get confused with the band Snow Patrol. Hi, Gunzo. Right, okay. I'm having fun with these Commodore 64 games. I really am. I think the first few I covered was like Buggy Boy there, but yeah. There will be, I haven't stopped reviewing Commodore 64 games, but there's been a rather huge gap. On the Thursday slot, we're sort of like alternating between Nintendo 64 at the moment and SNES and Commodore 64. So we'll probably I'll probably keep that rotation. I'm always looking. I don't want to overload myself because the streams take a while to prepare and stuff. But as I'm getting more and more used to them, they're taking less and less time to prepare. Well, I say that, and then you look what happened today. The event list went all over the place. Right. But I'm glad I fixed it though, rather than leaving it before. Good. It's like a Han Solo on the Millennium Falcon, where he fixes stuff as he goes along. They told me they fixed it. The Harper drives, yeah. Right, okay. Boing. I think it's going to go into the birdie song, is it? No. Did. I think I'm getting better at this. I'm getting my reflexes back. It's weird, isn't it? When you was a kid, you used to, I'm sure, unless I got bad memory, I'm sure we was good at the games pretty much straight away, or just needed not too much practice. Or it might have been the case that we got so upset when we was bad at a game we never played it ever again, really, and that might be a bit to do with it. Might be a bit to do with it, mightn't it? Boing. Right. Whoop. There we go. Oh man. Now the aim on this was to look at 8 games. Do you like playing Action Bike? I played it, Christian, on the ZX Spectrum. I think there were some good bits about it and some bad bits about it. I need to play it again to familiarise myself with it. I think it could have. I think from memory, I thought it could have been better, but it was still sort of like okay. I think, unless I'm remembering it wrong, but it was better than Outrun Europa anyway. I think, which also was on a motorbike. I think that's what I got from it. No. Is there a Grand Prix this weekend? I think it might be the Spanish Grand Prix. And surprisingly, it's starting to get a bit interesting, isn't it? Because Max Verstappen won a race. It looked like Mercedes was going to win the whole thing. Right, that's where I wanted the ball. Do your thing. Boing. Yeah, the aim on these really, I try and keep to a bit of a schedule, but it's gone a bit to a pop with a technical problem. But I tend to try and play for 15 minutes each game. And then we can get through about 8 of them. But at the moment we're 40 minutes in and I'm still playing the second one. Anyway, it's Test Drive 2's fault for being so good. What's that thing doing here? Sponsored by Skips. Right. Ah, man. Ah, man, Caravan. Right, okay. Right, we can do this. Boing. These games, they're always very addictive. They're deceptively so. Like, it's Breakout, Tetris, any of those sort of ones. There. Whoops. Let's just power this up. Power this up. Right, so we will slip into a pattern of Commodore 64 streams going up every Wednesday, probably still being from 8 till 10. So we'll pencil that one in as a permanent. So if you're into your Commodore 64 more than anything else, I've penciled in sort of like games that you're liking as well. We'll have a look at those. Right. Boy, what did I write? I wrote down leaderboard. That might take a while, leaderboard. I've penciled in school days, street hassle. You must be glutton for punishment. Right. Oh. Right. Hi, Rob. Hope you're doing well. This is a quite nice game, this. It's very, very basic, but it's got the sound there. The shading is quite good. Plays quite well. Yeah, you know, it's simpler times, isn't it, really? So it's not like your Fortnite or any of the most advanced games in the world, but it harkers back to a more innocent era. Ooh. DX Ball. Thanks, Ethel Chip. I'll make a note of that. So yes, let's go on to Moon Patrol then. I would like to spend forever on these. Maybe we can do more than one stream, or might make it 2 hours to 3 hours, maybe starting at 7 to 10, but that might be a bit long for me. Might be a bit long for anyone to stick with as well, but 3-hour stream, we could, well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Right, so Moon Patrol by Atari. I think it's either 1985 or 1983. I can't read my own writing. It's one of those two. You'll probably know. A bit of loading there. I wonder if I'm gonna have to flip across the joystick ports again. Right, so escape out of there. Alright, same sort of thing as before. Unlimited lives, no. Invincibility, no. We don't need invincibility. Be alright in real life, but yes. Right, I think this game is a bit like the patting your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time. F1 to start. Well, that doesn't. Oh, it did. Right. Okay. So every version of Moon Patrol looks slightly different to me. This one is unique again. Look at those wheels across the moon's surface. Jump over those, and then we need to get from A to Z. Oh, we're past A already. How's that work? seemed quite short. Right, well, I'm glad we can shoot their darts out of the air. That's useful. Right, now, don't get your jumps timed well. That's good. I haven't played this a great deal. I can't even remember if I've reviewed it or not. I don't recall it. Oops, I bumped into a crater, and that's not what you need to do. It is very fast gun though. Now, because I didn't own it at the back of the day, I don't know if it's playing at the right speed or not, but I'm sure it is. We did a homebrew recently, reviewed a homebrew on the Z Spectrum of this, which was pretty cool as well. Oh no, I need to get a bit of speed up there. Right. Look at those mountain tops, they look a bit weird. Ah, I see. So they're making boulders. Oh, and they smashed into that. Beachhead is another one I need to maybe look at. Oh, it didn't last very long there. We might be able to catch up some time here if I'm not very good and get back on track. Because I've got a funny feeling that the next game we play, Atic Atac, which is rather homebrew, I've got a funny feeling we might be on there for quite a while as well. Wandering around a castle. I say trying to escape, but I probably or won't. Silkworm 64? Yeah. There's lots of good ones, isn't there, really? I love Silkworm on the ZX Spectrum, and I loved it on the Commodore Amiga as well. I think sometimes you get a game that's just good everywhere, don't you, really? Doesn't give you much room for manoeuvre, this Moon Patrol. Never played it in the arcades. The Spectrum version was called Moon Alert. It didn't start off as difficult as this earlier on. Yeah, this is starting very difficult from a very early stage. Right, let's take those things out of the equation before they leave a big crater, I think. Right, we're into C, right? But it helps if you've got a player 2, doesn't it, Silkworm? A big help you've got player 2. I prefer it to Swib that come out later on, although it's the difference between a horizontal scroller and a vertical scroller, really. But yeah, got some good music, these Commodore 64 games. You're right there, Julie. It's a nice one. Right, I'm glad the colour, the sound mix is working okay. Thanks again to Phil, who's rather dominated the super chats there, and thank you that, well, your name didn't come up first of all, but we knew what happened. Thank you very much. Right, one last go. We won't spend very long here to try and catch up back on the schedule, then we'll put Atac in the can, which it was a great game. Some people hate it. I like it, I think it's pretty good. I've completed it a couple of times on the ZX Spectrum, but it's not something that happens a great deal. It's one of those games you really need to memorise where the ACG key is. You collect 3 parts of a key, and then you've got to find the exit. But on the Commodore 64 version, there's a bonus game in there as well, where you collect 3 pieces of clothing, I think a hat, a costume, and a bullwhip, I think, and then you become Saberman, so a 4th character, and then I think there's a special room to find. You go on a separate mission, which is pretty cool, isn't it? So I'd like to spend some time on doing that, but you know, time and time again. It does look like a kid drew the graphics, yeah, it does. And the aliens come down very low on the screen. I don't remember that happening on every other version. It's a bit like Galaxians meets Moon Patrol, isn't it? Yeah, it's very difficult straight away. This very difficult straight away. Could this be the aliens lander in the film Alien? Oh, I've made it there. I've made it to E. Right, I've done stage 1. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely need a map on it, Gunzo, to get the most out of it, I think. Back in the day when I played it a lot, I memorised it. Occasionally bits come back to me, and then, but most of it is forgotten. I think it got pushed out with stresses and other things as well. Right, okay, so let's get back on track then. Let's load up Atic Atac there, which I'm sure I've got it because I reviewed it very recently. Right. Might have to do a joystick port as well. But yeah, beautiful game. You've got a choice of 3 characters, and also, well, there's Saberman buried in there. So this is 2012. Stephen Day, I think, did most of the coding. It was only released in March, so you might not have seen it. Hi, Graham. I hope you're well. Internet speed's great. We had a few technical problems with the alert system, but we managed to get it sorted out. But yeah, I mean, no lag at all. I don't think anyone's experienced. Sound is good, and it's going well, which bodes very well for the future. And we're looking at a bit of a cracker now, Atic Atac. Right, I'll soon know if I need to sort out the keys. Yeah, I need to swap the ports, which I thought might be the case. But you shouldn't notice too much of a difference. The sound might cut out ever so slightly briefly, or it might not. Right, now if I do P and O, there we go. And let's pick the wizard then. Here we go. Right, we're away. Right, so we need to find 3 parts of a key in this sprawling mansion or castle. Can't get through this there because we need a green key. That'll be somewhere about the place. This cross, we pick that up and pick up a maximum of 3 things, but that will protect us if Count Dracula turns up, which indeed he might do. The wizard can go through bookcases, let me add that, if you're unfamiliar with the game. That's his secret. Depending on what character you pick, they can go through different things. There's a cork, which the serf can go through. The other person you can select is a knight, which goes through not vampire clocks, there's no such thing. Grandfather clocks, that's what I wanted to say. I don't know what Saberman goes through. Something or other. Right, now, we're looking for bits of keys. They're around here somewhere. Now, back in the day, there's only about 3 places each of them could actually random up in. And I used to go to there straight away. But nowadays, I can't remember for love nor money where they are. So, if it's a cork or barrel, it's probably a barrel, actually, you old gamer Steve. You're probably right. Right, there's the green key there. Right? Yeah, it's a wine barrel. You are right. Well done, you. That's why it's good that you're here in the chat. Right, green key, let's go through here. Behind the green door. Look out for trap doors. All the time your chicken's going down, but you can replenish that by getting extra food. Right, if I find any bit of the key, I'll be super happy. Now, one of these trapdoors, I think you have to fall down deliberately to get the key. Let's do that already. I might fluke something. Yeah. The sound effects, because I grew up with it, sound effects I prefer on the ZX Spectrum version, I have to say that. But graphically, it fills in a lot of the details. Oh, I'm going around in circles. Let's go back there. I go around in circles a lot in this game. Let me out. Let me out. Do 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 do. Boing. The enemies are pretty much the same throughout this, but they're a bit more as the Spectrum version, but coloured in. There's a really good, if you haven't seen it, I have reviewed it. There's a really good PC remake that came out a number of years ago. That looks absolutely glorious if you want to check that one out. What's a nice map there? Hide a lot of dust underneath that. There's a grandfather clock, but we can't go through there because we're not a knight. We're just this crazy wizard person. Yeah, I'd buy a vampire clock. That would be good. They turn into a bat at some point in the evening. Yeah, I agree, Kingston. It's a beautiful creation. It's a beautiful creation. There's the mummy. So you don't always see him. Now, I need to time this because as soon as I get that key, he'll be on to me. Oops, he's on to me. But I've got the red key now. Hello there. Apparently a leaf scares him. But you don't often see the mummy in this. I've got 3 keys. So I can go through red doors. I can go through green doors. But I prefer to find the... I've been here before. I prefer to find a bit of the key. Where is the key? Oh, Ethel chip. Yeah, green tea. That's good. I got some of that in the cupboard. That's something I still have in my empty larder. But it's still there. Green tea. That's good. It's got lots of health properties and antioxidants, they say. Let's go up here. Now, I've got round into some food, which means I probably haven't gone there before. There's a speedrun, I think, on YouTube, on the ZX Spectrum version, where someone's completed the game in about 2 minutes, 20 seconds. So they've obviously got a bit lucky. There might be a key right. Let's go in there. Oh, no, we've been here before. Let's go down this one in. Is there anywhere out there? No. Oh, actually, let's say we've got the red key, haven't we? Right, there's lots of doors we can open here. Milky, milky. Rightio. Did Trapdoor come out on the Commodore 64? I haven't checked. I loved it on the ZX Spectrum. I'd love to see if it did. Oh look, there's Count Dracula there. Now normally if we didn't have the cross, he'd come after us, but we've got the cross, so that he's not going to kill us. That's nice. There are other people in this, like monsters. There's a hunchback. There's Frankenstein in the basement, which maybe we'll go down and have a look at. There's a werewolf as well, which wasn't in the original game. They've added that in, and a sneaky little trapdoor next to him, so I don't know where that goes. I fancy a green tea now. Right, go there. Oh. I think my one's by. I've got quite a cheap one. There's PG Tips, I think, and it's like green tea with a hint of lemon. I think the ones that I've got. You bought them in a box of 50. Oh. Oh look, see look, there's Saberman's hat there. If you collect that in his costume, if you're doing on that mission, then that's what you need. You need that hat, his clothes, and then something else. Right. Boing. This life's lasted a long time, but the problem is I'm experiencing is I've eaten all the food in this place, a bit like my house, and the chicken's going to go down to Zippity Doodah, which is a technical term. Now I want to go into the basement really, show you a bit of that. But I think I'm just going around in circles now, but a map is needed, because you need the blue key to get to any like special places. Right, another trapdoor please. The gold key will be super useful now. Oh, grey hot, Jean-Luc Picard. Come on, where's the trapdoor? Don't you open that trapdoor. You're a fool if you dare. Trapdoor, yeah, on the Commodore 64. I need to see if that is actually there. Can't be by Piranha Software. I can't think any reason why it wouldn't be there. And sometimes you get a game that just doesn't come out on one particular system. Case point being Atic Attack didn't come out on there. Sometimes the part of the key was there, the AC, but not this time. Just my luck. I remember that on the ZX Spectrum version, there'd be an AC part of the key there, but it wasn't there this time. Water's good. You need a lot of water in these sort of times. Right, now, if we pick up this spanner... Whoops. Pick it up, Nick. Right, we've dumped the cross. We should be able to kill Frankenstein, which is over here, which is always good fun. There he is. Tough luck, sir. You're dead. He does... Sorry about that. He doesn't come back. But when I found that out as a kid, you could do that. That was a glorious day. But we haven't got a blue key, so we can't go through there. But yes, it's a good game. Once you collect bits of the key, it's a lot better. But I've been on here a while, and essentially I haven't uncovered anything. But I was a little bit lucky. Yeah. Hey up, Nick. We're mates on the PS4. You still play the Pinball Arcade? I don't tend to play the Pinball Arcade as much. I haven't been on the PlayStation 4 for a while. But I am thinking of live streaming eventually PlayStation 4 games. So I will be back on there soon. So I might have a few messages that I haven't looked at for a while. If you sent me any messages, then apologies. I wouldn't have seen them. I've been in a retro world. Like Madonna, I've been living in a material retro world. And I am a material boy. Retro this. I don't know what I'm talking about. Bomb, 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 bomb. Oops! Oh, there's the werewolf guy. That's new. That wasn't on the original one. Can I go through this trapdoor? I can't go through that trapdoor. Why can't I go through that trapdoor? Perhaps that's something only Saberman can do. Right. Yeah, Julie, it's got great colours on that, isn't it? Really? Yeah. Pinball Arcade was good. It's a shame that they lost the licences, wasn't it? That about the Williams, but. Zen Studios are gradually going through the process of recreating them. Right, that's a blue key. That's going to come in handy. Yeah. Right, through we go. Yeah, it'll be good to have a look at the Pinball Arcade again and Zen Studios, see what that's all about. Right, so I've got the red key, the green key, and the blue key. Oh dear, that don't look very clever. There's nothing bad karma about seeing a your own gravestone. You shouldn't want to be wanting to see that. Now I think this is the way out. There's some shackles on the wall. Oh no, who's this fella? It's one of the demon boys. I thought he was on the way out then. Obviously I've read that wrong. Spectrum next 300. Oh, I found the way out naturally. Spectrum next £310. That seems quite high. Was it on the original Kickstarter that much? I suppose it costs much, so there's not much of a production one. It's a lot of money, isn't it? £310. But a nice thing to have though, definitely. Right, boing. So I would say again, as I always do, a big shout out to the members on the channel as well. Thank you there. If you're a member, you get a few perks. There's a video in the video section which tells you what videos are going up in the following week. That's if you're on the bottom tier. Well, all tiers get that. And if you're on the upper tier, I think it only starts at $4.99. I think there's the whip you need for Saberman, I believe. Yeah, what am I talking about? Yeah, it starts at $1.99, which is nothing for the amount I put up. So if you don't miss it, that would be appreciated. And if the second tier, $4.99 above, you get a shout out for any projects you're doing on the Friday vlog. Hooray! Right, okay. Let's take out the night this time, and then we'll load up something else. But as you can see, you definitely need a map. You definitely need to put the time in this game. You definitely need the practice. But you need to collect the key. So you've gone around. There's 3 parts essentially of a gold key. You find them wherever they may be, and then you need to get back here where the door says ACG there, and then it opens up and says you've completed the game. So it's a fairly simple premise, but it's hard to achieve. This guy fires swords as well. Nowadays there'll be 100 DLCs on this. selling different characters and stuff, and you could run around as Mickey Mouse and a whole host of people, including John Wick. I still haven't seen any of those John Wick films. Are they worth seeing? I think there's about 4 of them now, I think. I haven't seen them. There's a lot of killing going on in it, apparently. Apparently John Wick kills more people than Jason Voorhees now. Which is, that's like an anti-hero and a half. Oh look, I never remember seeing the key there, unless my memory's gone. What was it doing there? Oh, Dracula, and we haven't got the what's-the-name. Oh no, he drained me on my strength, which I need. Right, up there, from memory, I think there is where the handle is, but you need the gold key to get through it. There's where the handle of the gold key, but I need to smash that down. A bit of memory come back. There's a bag of something, but I think that's a red herring. And that's a dead end there, right. So if I had a map there, yeah. Saw the first one and loved it. Thanks, Atic and Kelton. Yeah, maybe I should track it down. John Wick. I liked Keanu Reeves in The Matrix. He was good in that. But apparently there's a Matrix 4 coming out, isn't there? And it's going to come out the same time as... I might be getting this wrong now. As John Wick 4. 2 trapdoors in a row. Night, Rosie. Thanks for dropping by, Rosie. Thank you for dropping by. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Be a stream tomorrow if you're about. Right, through we go. No, I can't go through there. I can go through grandfather clocks, and there's a grandfather clock. So let's go through there. Not a great deal in here. Oh, we're back to where we came. And actually, if we go that way and then there, is that the same place? No. Lots of killing. Right, okay. John Wick. Is he made out of a candle? Is that why he's called Wick? Could be. This is one of those games, really, where I'd like to do loads and loads of practice and learn it, and then do a walkthrough, a live walkthrough. My only thing I can do at the moment is, which I haven't got time to do, is if I played it about 8 days and edited it down so it lasted about a quarter of an hour, and everyone said, Nick, you completed that really quickly. I said, yeah, well done me. Such is the power of editing. Now, on Commodore Amiga stuff, and stuff that takes a long time to load, I generally do edit that in the pre-recorded stuff. On the live stream to Amiga, I've been saving like snapshots, which basically is an image of when you're already in the game, so we won't see too many intros there. It's about speeding it up, really. No one wants to see loading time for 100 years, do they? They don't. Well, they might do. I mean, I think the only game you'd want to see loading time is maybe Shadow of the Beast 2. It has that really great intro at the start there, where that big hand comes down and grabs that woman. I don't know what happened to that woman, but I don't think it ended well. Right, let's fire the knights round here. I'm going around in circles. So in a moment, we will load up Continental Circus. That was quite popular on the Commodore 64, wasn't it? Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Through we go. Oh, I need the blue key. Where's the blue key when you're at home? Down the stairs again. This looks familiar. Looks familiar because you're going... Oh, I can go through here, right. Boing, boing. That's the sound that makes when you eat food. Boing, boing, boing. Round we go there. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. Where does that go? Oh, I don't know. Almost. That's the problem. You go through a grandfather clock straight onto a trap door. I don't know if you've ever done that, but it could happen. Turrican 2 Amiga loading music is funky. Yeah, a lot of them had great funky music, didn't they? But I've been here before. I don't know how much stuff we've killed in this game. More than John Wick, anyway. We're beating John Wick on the body count on this game, and so far we've only lost one. We haven't lost any chicken, have we? We lost one chicken. Did it remember the gravestone from a previous go? This whole place could be filled up with gravestones. Now I've got to learn to behave myself. When we get the webcam sorted out, I've got to dress myself properly, comb my hair, wash my face. Might have a drink. I might have a drink on the day. I've just got water at the moment, which is a bit boring. What's a good drink for a live stream? Maybe I can have a beer or green tea. I'll have a load of drinks. But I don't want to lose my marbles. That'd be the worst thing there. Need food. Okay, Gunzo. You must eat. You must eat. That's always good advice. I'm getting a bit hungry now as well. Can you get me something? Go down there. I wouldn't mind a ham and cheese sandwich with some coleslaw on. That'd be nice if you're about. Waiting on a trapdoor. 3 trapdoors in a row. Hi, Elf Boy. Hello, Elf Boy. Hope you're having a good evening, sir. we're playing Atac, which I think you already know. It's a homebrew from 2020, so it only came out in March, so a few days, and this time Dracula's scared of us because we've got, well, we've got that cross, haven't we? We dumped that, it'll be after us. Oh, but we haven't got a spanner. Oh, man. Right, we've just got to give him the runaround. Frankenstein, eh? I liked him in the Monsters, but everyone else, he was a bit of a problem. Oops. Yeah, so I think it saves your gravestone from previous goes. This could feel like it'd be like that. I don't know if this is probably a bad reference, so not many people have seen it. It's probably like that film, The Triangle, which starred that woman out of Neighbours. Again, which I can't remember. Good reference, Nick. But anyway, she was going around in some time loop on a ship. I don't think anyone's watched that movie, but it was anyway. It was Triangle. In the Triangle. Oh, it's that Wolfman again. Oh man, what? There's obviously some sort of secret there. 30% of the game. That's not too bad. You've watched it, have you? On the ship, yeah. I've got that film. I love that film. It's very, very weird, and I love it because it makes me feel weird. There's a couple of films like 12 Monkeys. That's another weird one, and that one just makes my brain think of various bits and pieces. Right, what was we loading? Continental Circus. I try not to do a continental breakfast joke because I've probably done that a million times before when I reviewed it. Right, Continental Circus. Oops, I clicked on the wrong thing. Continental Circus, auto start I'm clicking on, and we should auto start, and I might have to flick the ports again. So a big hello to everyone watching this, whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching it pre-recorded a bit later on. Thank you for stopping by and showing the thing a bit of love. It's appreciated as we Commodore 64 on this glorious Wednesday and ease lots of stress. Now, if any radio stations watching this, please sign me up as a radio DJ because I'm capable of talking endlessly about nothing much. Let's put on a record. No, we'll put on a game this time. I think I could do it. I've been reading a bit about the streams, how you can bring other people in, so like phone-ins and stuff like that. And that'd be good. So one of you could be on Zoom or something like that, and I could bring you in to interview you or ask you a few questions what you think about the game, and then shut that down. That'd be good. But that's most advanced stuff. But that's potentially what we can do with my internet speed. Just to keep you excited for a second. Right, I need to swap the settings around again. They do like their joystick ports, this. Right. Back we go. Right, escape. Escape, escape, escape. Right, okay. Circuit to Circus. Yeah, it's weird. It weird, wasn't it, that story, Phil? Yeah. Continental Circuit, Circus, Circuit. Well. Right, that reminds me, talking about circuses, that reminds me of that terrible game I reviewed at the weekend, that ZX Spectrum one, where Yogi Bear had to rescue Boo Boo. I mean, there's some elements of the game that were okay, but I don't know if you've watched that, but yeah, one not to play again, I would say. Okay, Boo Boo. I would have let Boo Boo. He got kidnapped by a mean hunter and got sold to the circus. I don't know who would go and watch Boo Boo, but anyway. Right, let's see how good I am at this one. The ZX Spectrum version was very, very difficult. It's by Virgin in 1989. Right, wait for the light to go green and go. Off we go. And we got... Oh, it's 2 gears, first and second gear. Right, so I need to avoid everyone else, really. I need to avoid everyone else, but it's probably not too badly. I think I prefer Pit Stop 2 straight away, but this one's okay. If I crash into anything, I'll burst into flames, I think. But we need to get timed. I don't know I'm going to get past 2 of them. Maybe I'll go over here. But on the ZX Spectrum version, it's very hard to overtake without crashing. This seems a little bit easier than that, which is pretty good. Yeah, that's a good idea, Tom. Now that you're getting really advanced now. But yeah, potentially, yes, we could do that. So I'd be online. You'll be online as well. We'd probably be in some like private room with just us lot. And potentially I could do that, yes. What I'd prefer to do, Tom, I think this is virtually impossible, but what I'd love to do is, I think I'd have to do it with other people that own their own channel, where there's a few of us there. I suppose it is possible to do, where we're all on the same game, we're all recording the screen, and then I'll edit all the different screens together and paste it there, which I've seen on Grand Theft Auto 5, but I think that might be too advanced and too tricky to do, but it's a dream. I think we'd all have to be in the same room, actually, so yeah, but anyway... Anything you can think of, I'm going to try and attempt, because as I say, I'm trying to make this as good as I possibly can for you, and I'm prepared to put the work in, and you supported me, you're watching that, so thank you very much. Good, right. Whoa. Well, I'll always keep you posted on what's going on the channel, no matter how small. And if I have any problems, I'll let you know. And if you're feeling a little bit stressed there and don't know where to turn, not saying you are, but we all have our moments, don't we? I'm on Twitter as well, so send me a private message if you want, or if you're a friend with me on Facebook. There we go. Sometimes you just talk to someone very briefly, right? It lifts you, doesn't it? Just got a friendly voice every now and again, and I appreciate that, having been through a lot of stuff myself. And that's the whole basis of the channel. We're escaping stress for a few hours, which we've done Monday, and we did Tuesday, and we did Wednesday, and about an hour and a half we're going to do on Wednesday. But I've qualified there, so that was karma for you. Get going. Red, red, green. Off we go. Second gear, right, good. We're off. Yeah, real life, Andy. It gets in the way of having fun, doesn't it, really? But as long as we all stick together and protect and help each other when we get bad times, then we'll be okay. I mean, I go through moments, I'm being quite frank now, I didn't mean to say this, but I go through moments sometimes I get really, really lows and really, really high highs. I think there's some sort of chemical imbalance, but it's understanding your own self and how you deal with things. And sometimes when I'm in a very low, only a very small thing has to happen and I'm okay again. So there we go. Just lock yourself in a room. But the retro gaming helps, talking to you lot helps, and messing about on Twitter. So hooray! And thanks for dropping by, Andy. Really, really appreciated. Really appreciate. Hope you're doing all right, sir. Right, okay, let's get past this mob. They're all in blue cars. Back in the day, the only blue car I knew was Ligier, like a French outfit, which later became Team Prost, bought by 4-time world champion Alain Prost, the Frenchman. Yeah, much easier to overtake this on any other version I played. I say any other version, I've only ever played it on the Spectrum. Did it come out on the Mega Drive? I might have played it on the Amiga. I think I played it on the Amiga, but this is more than acceptable for an 8-bit game. And now I'm in flames. We can protect that by going into the pit stops, and I think it puts the fire out, I think, but we need to find where the pits are first of all. Where are the pits? Go round here. Where are the pits? Oh, there's going to be no pits now, is there? If I crash one more time, I think I'm in bother. I think the car's broken, is it? It's slowing down. Get us over. Oh, we've run out of time, that's what it is. Get over the line. Oh, we're literally about a metre short. We ran out of time. Probably the engine going there, yeah. Right, away we go. There we go. So did we qualify there? We did. Do you want to continue? Yes, we do. Continue. Yes. So we'll have another go at this. We need to get up to rank 60 by the sound of things. Right. Get going. On your marks, get set, go. Yeah, appreciate the fun stuff. You got the right attitude there, Andy. I found that going for walks has helped me. I didn't used to do them as much as I did do, so I'm trying to vary those. They help. We can go for them at least once a week or a day if you're there. Oh, I've crashed crashing your Formula 1 car into the back of someone else at high speed isn't very good. So at least we have a comparison. Now the only problem with this is if you pull over to the pits there. I think you can put, yeah, I think this is the pits. It just costs you time. They repair your car, but there we go, we're there. Yeah, that's it. That's a good attitude as well, Julie. Sometimes I say to myself, who's writing this script? And then suddenly it's not so bad then. But we're all in the same play, aren't we? It's that the script writers sometimes need a bit of a talking to. Right, but at the moment we're in a live stream and we're playing Continental Circus. That's what we're doing, and nothing else matters. Nothing really matters to me. Right, through we go. Sometimes as well, when you've got your dark moments, you feel like you're on your own. You don't appreciate that other people are going through similar things as well, and that helped me. It's like that mentality. We're all in the same boat a lot of the time. And when you get a high, which thankfully I get quite a lot, where I'm overly happy. That's why I probably be a good radio DJ, because I think they all suffer from that. I like to try and pull people up if I can do, but you know, there's a balance. If you have high highs, generally you get quite low lows, so I have to put myself in a bit of a room. My Formula 1 car is on fire. Fire. Let's drive around here. Good. There's 5. Right. Okay. You've not seen this before, Tom? We're Continental Circus. I think it's spoken of quite highly. I've run out of time there again. It's spoken of quite highly there. Sid James voice. Well done, Andy. Good stuff. Scotcho. Right, we won't continue this time, but I'll go to the start again just to get my practicing, because you need a bit of practice on the earlier stages, I think. So this course 2 was America. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be Phoenix at all. Possibly Phoenix. Monaco's probably going to be a bit tight. Right, can I put my initials in? E by gum. E lad. We're doing good here. Right, okay. So course number 1, Brazil. We start with a ranking 100. Whenever we overtake a car, it goes up by 1. We need 80 to qualify. You see my rank next to it on the right-hand side, currently at 100. We need to get past 80 cars before the time runs out. And going in the wrong gear doesn't help. Worst start ever. Right, that's like a Sebastian Vettel start at the moment, because, well, he isn't really that bothered, is he? Oh, there's a bit of buffering, was there, Phil? Well, on this occasion, it's not my fault. Let's go through here. Round we go. Through here. Right, okay. Has the internet gone off? Can you still hear me? Now, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, looking at my speeds there, this is now YouTube side if there's a problem. So that's interesting. Are you still with me? A little bit of buffering, okay. Don't know why that would be. Don't know why that would be. Oh, it's buffering. Okie dokie. Well, there's something happening somewhere along the line. Here at the moment, it's saying my internet speed is 18.2. So it's going back to the 360p sort of area. So we had a few technical problems. So we had a good run. It's fine now. Okay. Now the internet, I thought it would happen. The internet being the internet, that will happen every now and again. It's a bit uncontrollable, but it's not half as bad as before. It's not as bad as before. So it will happen every now and again, I think, no matter what speed you're on. I think it depends what traffic's going through YouTube as well. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, everyone there. I thought we was going to go completely there, but there was one. We haven't done too many streams of the Commodore 64. There was one where when it was on 360p, you lost me for about 5 minutes, didn't you? Yeah. Right. Carry on buffering. Oh dear, I've crashed again. Oh, 9 seconds. That's not good. Oh, I don't look like I've qualified there on the first one. Oh man, you need to concentrate. I was reading all the stuff about buffering. Sebastian Vettel is going to go to Racing Point, isn't they? They're saying go to Racing Point. I think so. That's the rumour, but I don't know how bothered he is. Who would actually sign him at this moment in time? I'm not sure who would make that signing. Right, that was very bad. I got distracted there with the buffering and stuff. It's like an old friend, isn't it? The buffering. Right, so we did. How long have we gone without buffering now? I think we did a 2 hour on Monday, then a 1 hour, then another 2 hour Tuesday, then an hour. So it went 2, 3, 6 hours. So we've gone about 7 hours without any buffering. That's a lot better than before, wouldn't it? A lot better than before. So if we get a bit of buffering once every 7 hours, I think that'll be acceptable. Alright, let's get past these blue cars. See you later, blue car. Yes, there's a wide range of games similar to this about through different eras of gaming. Don't know if you watched my review of Pole Position on the Atari 2600, or was it called Pit Stop? I always get those two names mixed up. I think it was Pole Position. Right, go through here. Sounds a bit like a lawnmower, this Formula 1 car. Boom. Yeah, that's 720p. I do love 720p. I'm a fan at it. When we do PlayStation 4, I'll probably be testing it at 1080p. My internet is good enough for 60 frames a second at 1080p, but I think that's a bit too much for YouTube to handle, I think, processing it and putting it on everyone's devices. So it'd probably be 1080p on 30 frames a second. So it's going to be a bit debatable whether 720p at 60 frames a second is better than 1080p at 30 frames a second. So that's going to be interesting, but yeah. So we'll soon find out what's better. It's a question of mucking about with it, but as I say, I can do 1080p at 60 frames a second, but I don't want people to have buffering because there'd be quite a lot of information going through the system for YouTube to try and calculate. The only way around that, of course, if I put a delay on it, giving it time to render, but then the problem with that is you'll see the action on screen, and it might have happened about 2 minutes ago, so we won't be able to have a conversation like we're having now. At the moment, I think the gap between the two of us is only like about 5 or 6 seconds, I think, which is acceptable for chat, isn't it? And what I think, that's what live streaming is all about, is the live interaction there. There might be a test stream either Friday or Saturday where it's just me trying to set up a webcam. I don't know if that's going to happen or not there, so I'll just do that and have a talk, see what the lag is on there. Thanks, Andy. Yeah, that might be the balance. 720p at 60 frames a second. Yeah. Yeah, rock solid. Thanks, Gunzo. Yeah, so it's just finding the balance, what can actually happen. I mean, if I did 360p again, there wouldn't be any lag, but it'd be really, really blurry and you couldn't read anything. You certainly wouldn't be, well, occasionally you'd be able to look at the event list, but I'll have to make it a bit bigger, and it looked pretty much basics. That was Continental Circus by Virgin in 1989. Let's have a look at quite a good game. It's IK Plus. I say quite a good game. It's a very good game. IK Plus on well, obviously the Commodore 64. A game I played mainly on the Amiga first of all. Might have to swap the ports around, but I will be doing this one on joystick because it's a bit much to ask for this on keys. A lot to ask for because there's a lot of different moves as we try and get up the belts by beating our two opponents and blocking bouncy balls flying at us. This is by System 3 in 1987 when it eventually loads. Now the loading times on this will be slightly longer than you'd notice on the ZX Spectrum ones because we lose like tape images, but it shouldn't be too bad. I think it's defaulted to joystick already, so a very nice title screen of that fist hitting IK Plus, which stands for International Karate Plus. Okay, so yeah, I think listening to you then, so it looks like 720p at 60 frames might be better than 1080 at 30 frames, but we'll soon find out when we experiment with it. As technology gets a bit better, we'll see, but I've certainly got the internet to be able to deal with that. Right, okay, I need to clobber these people, which I've now done. There we go, take that, sir. Now, I think their trousers fall down if they stay static and not doing anything, and odd things happen in the background. I knew they did on the ZX Spectrum. No, not on the ZX Spectrum, on the Commodore 64, right. Let's try and do split. Let's try and do this. There's a splits I can do. Let's try and do that. But there is one move that's better than everything else, which I'm sort of like doing. There's a headbutt move I want to do. Oh, that's what I wanted. Split, headbutt. Come on. There we go. Headbutt to the ground. So it's good not to rely on just one move. Do a variety of different moves. How's the sound for you? Is it a bit quiet? It sounds very quiet in my earphones, this. Right, okay, now, block these balls. So, on the Amiga, I used to go all the way on this when I did a lot of practice. If you go all the way, you get a 10,000 bonus, and I certainly didn't go all the way there. I'm on white belt, you can see that in the top right, but for an 8-bit game, this is doing really, really well, isn't it? Doing really, really well. I mean, yeah, the Amiga version, obviously, it's slightly better graphically, and the sound's more booming. Oh, I thought I'd get at least someone. This is a bit in the balance. If you come last, then you've had it. Oh, I'm last at the moment. I'm running out of time. I need to clobber someone. That'll do. Oh, kicked where you don't want to be kicked. White stays in just about. So if you got the on the score at the top, I'm the white balls there. The lowest one goes out each time. And now up to yellow belt. On the Amiga, the belt changes colour on the character. On this, it doesn't. But you know, you can't have everything. Right, okay, the music can be a bit louder on this one. This game did seem a bit quiet, so let's experiment with it then. Right, that might be too loud. How's it sounding now? Right, there we go, let's keep going. Right, I got knocked out there mucking about with the sound. Good sound on this. Does it still need to be turned up a little bit? Let me know. Oh, look at that. F, D, D. I'll have a few goes now. Is that fine? The sound's fine, is it, Andy? Right, it's gone up a bit. I had to tweak it. On the device here, it wasn't up to the maximum. It might have given it. Still a little quiet. Still a little quiet. Okay. Let's pump it. Right, I've turned it up another notch. I don't want to go all the way, so let me know again. Sounds better. Right, okay. I turn it up again then before the update. Right. Okay. That's after this we're going to play in Pacmania. That might get really loud. Right. Come on. Thanks, Crimson Red. I won't try that at the moment in case something happens on the stream, but it's certainly things I need to practice in practice before doing it, because everything might disappear. You never know. You never know. Right. So I upgraded the sound, and I also was playing at the same time. That's pretty good, isn't it? Right. But the Amiga version, we'll have to stream that soon. The sound is actually amazing. The only thing that this lacks, which the Amiga version has, is when you're trying to block bombs or defuse bombs coming across. Right, okay, back again. We want to get up to yellow belt. Oh no, I've been smacked in the nose. That's what we don't want to hear. Oh, I smacked in the nose again, but red's won, we're tying with blue. So as long as he takes all the points, we can tie and keep going through. Right. All these guys look the same. There's no Bruce Lee here. Oh, in the back. Now, blue's doing all the action now. Don't let red score any points. Red scored some points. I've scored some points. I'm losing. Oh, no. We've got 11 seconds left unless any of these guys do something. Come on, I need some contact here. Oh, I'm out. Oh, am I through still? Blue's on 2. Right, okay. Move when... Yeah, that's good. That's good. I could do that. Gunzo, I've got some moves. Anyone that's seen the dance vid, I've got moves. I've got moves aplenty, I have. Right. I need to put up another dance vid. I've been looking at stuff. I was looking at some Bee Gees music, but I think that would have been too crazy. Saturday Night Fever, I can do that. Ding 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 ding. I don't know if it has a periscope or not, Gumbio. I haven't seen it. Oh. Right, I'm up to yellow belt anyway. I think the furthest I ever got was like maybe brown belt on the Amiga version. But it looks like I'm in trouble here. Yeah, I'm in trouble. He's out again. I'm glad the sound's okay, so I made mental note of that. When we play IK Plus, we need to boot it up to maximum. Tommy 2 hats, Tom. Yeah. Did he try and wear 3 hats once? I prefer Vince. That was a good episode of the Mighty Boosh. What was that called? It was Future Sailors, wasn't it? That was good. Future Sailors. Oh yeah. No, duck. If you're unfamiliar with the Mighty Boosh, that's going to sound a bit silly. Or Old Greg. I'm Old Greg. Do you love me? Are you playing those love games with me? Oh, I'm gonna go Almighty Boost now. I love that show so much. Especially the Peppermint Polo Hitcher person, and I'm out again. Oh man. So many great touches in this game, you're right. Oh, you saw a fish leaping. Well done, well spotted, Andy. There are a few good things that happen in the background there. Yeah. The spirit of jazz. Yeah. You're my wife now. Or was that? I'm getting that mixed up now. That was the League of Gentlemen. They're two very similar characters. Two similar characters roughly at the same time. Yeah. Right, but you can't get away with that now, can't you? Because it's all seen as racist now. I don't think they can have that episode up, which is a bit of a shame, really, because it wasn't really racist, was it? It was just character based. That's what I think, anyway. Oh. Right, that's good. Get up so I can hit you, sir. That'd be very useful. That's good. I got the right time here. Good. Yeah, the original radio show, Elfboy, I have listened to that. That was on the BBC iPlayer. I'm not sure if it still is. And you can tell that they've edited bits in it. It's the first episode when they was in that zoo. That was wonderful. And Bolo was in a cage, wasn't he, at that sort of like time? He didn't have a big part. So the first one they was in a zoo, and the second one they was in a flat, and the third one they run a shop. But I don't know if that show's ever going to come back. Yeah. Yeah, Mighty Boosh. That's good enough, Andy. I knew what you meant. You did it in code. Code is always cool. I love Baileys. Yeah. Maybe I could fix you a Baileys. Right, IK Plus. What's the plus for? I don't know. It's excitement, probably. Boing. Now look at the sound that the Commodore 64 is doing when it hits that. Oh, I thought I was going to do it then. That's why I went a bit quiet. Yeah. Bailey's in a shoe. You know you've made it then if you're drinking Bailey's from a shoe. Oh. Red's taking all the points. Good. I've taken some. Oh, splits. That was quite good. If I did that, I'd make a terrible state of my trousers. If you have made a terrible state of your trousers, then no, probably not. Don't comment below. Don't do that. Or above. I don't know if it's below or above the chat. Comment to the side. That's what it is. Right. Let's take. Well, I'm yellow belt again. That's the furthest I've got in this game. I seem to run out of skills at this point. You can cheat by setting a player 2 when the player 2 isn't actually here. Good. That's fortuitous. That was a good move as well, Nicky. If you don't say so yourself. Good. He bossed that one. He bossed that one. Oh yes, it's good fun, this game. I've loved it on everything I've played. I played it on the Game Boy Advance, Commodore 64 of course, the Spectrum, although it's a little bit monochrome in that one, but still playable. And the Amiga, it's great. I don't know if it's come out on anything else. Did it come out on the Amstrad CPC? Can't see why not, but I don't know, because I've never seen it. Whoa! Boing, 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 boing. Oh! A big bowling ball in the head is not very good. Right. I'm the hitcher. Yeah. I'm the hitcher. Let me put you in a picture. I like that character. You alright, boy? Whee! Yeah, anyway. Being a almost cockney person, I can sort of like do that. I'm the hitcher. Let me put you in a picture. Oh, come on. I need to get some punching going on here. Ills up inside ya. I won't sing that song. That's nice. No, we don't need that. IK Plus come out on the VIC-20, did they? Brilliant. Well, that is good to know. Right. I think we've caught back up on. Let's just play one more go. Why not? This is such a good game. Then we'll go on to Pacmania. Pacmania. It's such a top game, this. Right. Do my favourite move. Get in the way, everyone. Oops. Not a good start. Wake up, sir. He's gone to sleep, this fella. I wanted to do a headbutt then. Sometimes when you try and be clever and try and do a special move like that, it doesn't work out for you. I think that's why I kept doing it. The worst offender was Yi Kung Fu on the Spectrum. Did that come out in the Commodore 64, Yi Kung Fu? I liked that back in the day. Might have to track that one down as well. Oh. Don't want Red getting any points here. That's okay. I've cashed in. Oh, now he's cashed in. We all stand on top of each other. We won't work. There we go. Good. Walk into my foot. That's what happened, officer. I was just practicing and his face walked onto my foot. Okay, off you go then. Good. So we just got one mini lag today, haven't we, really? And it recovered in seconds. One mini lag in, well, it's going to be about 8 hours play eventually. So that's acceptable then. That's acceptable. We'd rather no lag at all, but there we go. At least I wasn't about to tell you the meaning of life or something, and then it suddenly disappeared. The meaning of life is, well, I don't know. 42, wasn't it? Yeah, 42. I don't know. Noel Filney just does Bake Off now, doesn't he? Is he going to get back into any of the stuff? He did have his own series, which was too surreal for the mainstream to cope with. It's on Channel 4's iPlayer, I think. I liked it, or 4 on demand, I would say. I quite liked the show, but I could see it was a flight of fancy. It was a bit of an indulgence, but yeah, I could see why people didn't like it. It got canned after 2 series, didn't it? Really, but it wasn't as good as the Mighty Boosh. I used to like the Moon as well. Headbutt. Oh look, they're not walking onto my head. Headbutt. Oh, I'm white and red are second place again. Space is a good one. Yeah, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. That's a good show. Black Books. Yeah, all of those are on. All of those are on 4 on demand, haven't they? Father Ted has something to look into, just to listen to my lovely horse. IT Crowd as well. We've got to mention Noel Fielding's in that as well. Toast of London. That's a good one. If you haven't come across that, that's on the 4OD. I like that. And maybe in a different character. Friday Night Dinner, that's one I always sort of like go back to every now and again. It's a bit farcical. I think there's Mark Heap. I think Mark Heap in that one. Yeah, he's a good character actor. He's in Green Wing as well. Always plays the oddball character. He does really well in that one. Good, that's a good couple of punches there, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Phil. Your name's been all over the stream today. But anyway, I've got that big window that comes up. I need to fix that when the alert goes. But it was acceptable. Clem Fandango, can you hear me, Clem Fandango? Oh no, can you hear me? Of course I can hear you. That's great, isn't it? I don't know if they're going to do a new series of Toast in London, because is it Matt Berry is the guy? He's into other stuff now. He does that show set in Victorian London, which is, I think, is taken off in it a little bit. Yeah, Toast. At least Ray Purchase hasn't turned up. Ray Purchase. I like Ray Purchase, but I think he'd be intolerable, really. Mark Heap. Yeah, I knew it was Mark Heap. Yeah, good. Yeah. Right, away we go. We try to keep it varied. We do go off on a tangent a lot. We might talk about kids' TV, as well as the game, or whatever subject comes up, really. So I like to think of it as we're up the pub. I've got to wear masks and stuff. You've got a drink on the desk, or even a green tea, and we're just talking away. And then it takes us after the pub. We don't have to get a taxi home because we're essentially at home already. And then we go to bed or whatever we're doing. So that's what it's all about. That's what it all aims to be. Not about the gameplay. It's all about the chat, isn't it? All about the chat. It's not bad being in character. That's good. That's good. As long as you're not in the character of Jason Voorhees, then it gets a bit more problematic then. Right, okay. Ray Purchase. And what was that one where his brother was in it, and it was played by him again? He was an albino in a red suit rather than a white suit. I thought that was quite funny. I think that might be the one where the guy was an alcoholic. I'm getting too mixed up now. Or the first one was that Bruce Forsyth person, wasn't it? Impersonated. Right, there we go. Does it say I'm a purple belt up there? I didn't notice. I'm purple belt. Well, you know, maybe if I just keep talking, I'm better. Oh, I've realised now. Now the magic's worn off. I need a hit here. Oh dear, that's not bad. White is out. Right, okay, so we will look at Pacmania now then. That's by Grand Slam Entertainment's in 1988. We looked at it on the Spectrum, we looked at it on the Commodore Amiga. Did look at it on the Mega Drive, although it did come out on the Mega Drive. Right, let's load it up. The time goes really quick on these, which means I must be enjoying it. I hope that you're enjoying it too. Right, loading Pacmania now. Pac-Man goes 3D. I think this might be on the joystick as well. I can't quite remember how it's configured. Right, okay. So we're doing okay for time. Good game. You also recommend the first 3 scenes of the Community. Is that on iPlayer or Channel 4? I think I've sort of like know it, but I haven't run into it. I know Green Wings on the Channel 4 as well. Another one I haven't seen for a while. But yeah, I think so. It's going to be so much better when I get this webcam thing set up. This is probably too loud now for you, isn't it? We'll see how the game goes. It might be too loud for you now. I might have to put it back to what it was before. But we'll wait till the game starts and then we'll know for sure. I think IK Plus was particularly quiet compared to absolutely everything else. All right, H for high score. We won't put it on the trainer. R for reset. Right, but you might like it in loud. You might be one of the boy racers that come outside my window sometimes with the big thingamajigs going on. I explained that really. The big radio, that's what we wanted. Right, okay, this is on joystick. Right, we'll start in the block town. Too loud for you? Oh, okay. Right. Okay, away we go. Right, I've got a power pill already. Right, I will try, right. Boing. Pac-Man can jump now. Let's get these cherries. I get really relaxed there when I play these games. Really bad. I need to watch Black Books as well. So many I haven't watched for a while. I just love Bill Bailey in that, and Simon Pegg's in a particular episode, isn't he? Where he's running a rival bookshop next door, which is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, good stuff. Early beginnings. Right, okay. Good stuff. Yeah, but so many. There's loads of good ones there. Whoa, jump over there. And now I'm in the situation where I'm trying to read the comments and play the game at the same time. Right. So this is called Blocko Land. I think, as I said before in a previous review, it's not Lego because I get done for copyright. It's Blocko, which is something completely and utterly different. And I think they did that in The Simpsons, I think, as well, called it Blocko Land. Yeah. Mark Heap in Friday Night Dinner is absolutely fantastic. The neighbour that keeps coming round. Yeah, absolutely fantastic in that. Friday Night Dinner. If you got access to, if you don't know the show and you've got access to that, then yeah, let me know. Whoa. Oh, well, watch it. That's what I should say. If you got access to it, have a watch of that. Friday Night Dinner. I'm not sure they're going to make them anymore, but I think there's about 6 series of them, about 6 in each one. Yeah. I think Black Book's Father Ted and the IT Crowd were all written by the same people, wasn't they? I think Graham Linehan was one of them. So a great team. And also, as well, after Spaced, when you look at the film Shaun of the Dead, which obviously is Simon Pegg again, it just makes the film so much better as well. And that's one of my favourite films, actually, Shaun of the Dead. It always cheers me up, that film. Really good. I don't think there's a Shaun of the Dead computer game, though, is there? I don't think so. Player 2 has entered the room. That doesn't have much in my reviews. Player 2, they're always out somewhere. Right. Dun 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 dun. Now the object of this game really is to get to the level which is called the Jungly Steps. We might get there, we might not. Boof. Round cleared, good job. Let's try the next round. Well, let's do that then. Yeah. Mark Heap makes that show Friday Night Dinner. I think it's his real name. I'm not sure. I suppose so. Yeah, great movie, Shaun of the Dead, Guns. I mean, I like all of those. They're called the Cornetto trilogy. There was Hot Fuzz, which is pretty good, and there was also The World's End. That's a great film as well. But Shaun of the Dead for me is the cream of the crop. That's the best one of it. And I think. In hot pursuit here. The World's End takes a lot of cues from Shaun of the Dead. Same sort of idea really. Instead of being chased by zombies, they're being chased by, well, alien type people. It's good. It's good. Right. I want to watch The World's End now. I need to pause time so I can watch all these movies. Right, it's getting a bit hectic here in the maze. It's amazing. There's one there, right, good. Yeah. Right. Go on, I've gone a bit quiet. We've not got too many left here, have we? That must be it. That's it, is it? That must be the last section. There we go. Let's go to the next world. See, talking to you lot now, there's so many stuff that I wanna watch again. It's not Mark Heap, it's Brian. I got that reference, yeah. He was a struggling artist, wasn't he, Mark Heap, in that one? And there was the landlady, wasn't she? That was funny. I don't know who played that. That was good. Right, it's Brian. Boing. Right. What was that episode in space where they went paintballing and Peter Sarabinovich is in that one as well? It's absolutely amazing. Yeah. Right, okay. Let's go around here. I'll tell you what about Simon Pegg's movies. Great use of music in Spaced as well. Great use of music, and it really brings it to life, doesn't it? When he uses music in the right time. Right, there we go. Don't put your pen in your pocket because it might leak. You got pen on you. You might get that reference. You might not. Right. Oops. Well, these ghosts are going around at pretty much random, really. On the Amiga version, the purple ghost does chase you all the way. Right. Let's get round there. I do like fun facts. Shaun of the Dead only happened because of space deposit. Yeah, I think I remember that episode. There's zombies coming in, isn't there, into the room, and they looked at it and they thought they could turn that into something bigger. And thank goodness they did. I think we should all go to the Winchester and wait for this all to blow over. What do you say? Although we couldn't do it in the COVID because all the pubs were shut. Shaun wouldn't have been very happy with that. I think we should all go to the Winchester. It's all blown over. It's closed, Shaun. Oh. Right, okay. Right, that's that section taken care of. I haven't been concentrating on this. I've been messing about, talking about films and stuff. Right, that's giving them two the slip. They're slippery though. Well, they're supposed to be purple, but they're sort of like pink ghosts. Right. Bill Nighy's good in that film as well, isn't he? Where he gets taken by a zombie, and he's just about to hit him over the head with a cricket bat, and then it turns out he hasn't turned into a zombie yet after all. Yeah, marvellous. Oh, I'm not going to get away with that, am I? No, I didn't think so. Was that my... Oh no, I've still got one life left. I haven't been turned into a zombie yet. That'd be good in this game. You got turned into a Pacman zombie. Right, I've got time to get that one. Good. Right, I've got to get a move on now, Mr. Pacman. Right, you've got that power pellet there. That's good, right. Good. Now, potentially, when I get the webcam going, potentially we could do, we do the Friday vlogs, of course, but potentially we could do a live chat thing. So it's a bit like this, but without the games. We do a live Q&A and talk about all sorts of nonsense. But bring a beverage with you if we end up doing that. That'd be good. So, you know. I think that'd be quite good fun, wouldn't it? That'd be quite good fun. We all chill out, have a bit of a chinwag, a bit of a chat. It'd be like a virtual pub. The beer's probably a bit cheaper. Right, let's go around here. Or the green tea. You can't have a pint of green tea in the pub, can you? That's one thing you could do. Right. I think we need another go on that one. We need another go. Oh, you're an hour ahead, are you, in Holland? It's your bedtime. Well, Andy, thank you for dropping by. Pleasure talking to you, sir. Pleasure talking to you. Have a good evening and sleep well. Sleep well. I think a lot of us here watch the same shows, I think, and that's where the sense of humour comes from. I think Red Dwarf, that's another good one. But yeah, we share the same jokes, and I'm sure we've all been in a situation where we told a joke that was in a show that a group of people haven't seen, and we pass it off as our joke. I know I have. Right, that's what it's all about. My lovely horse, da 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 dee dee. Worst song ever. So bye, Andy. Bye, Andy. Take care, mate. Take care. You're doing well, sir. Right, let's get that power pill. Boof. Get that there. I can eat that ghost, that's it. Not too many calories in a ghost, but I'm sure I've said that countless times before. Right, that ghost is fixed on me. I think he's obsessed with me. And why not? Why not, eh? I'm a good-looking yellow ball of eating power pills creature. Right, get that there. What does this red thing do? I think it turns them vulnerable for a second. Now this stage is called the Jungly Steps, if you're unfamiliar with the game, and that's pretty much all the mazes. If you keep going around, it just gives you different colour mazes to do, but you've pretty much seen all the design it has to offer. Well, that's a good observation, Gunzo. It did almost go into The Simpsons. I've never noticed that before, right at the start. Yeah, I've never noticed that before. It's amazing how you can notice something, isn't it, that you haven't seen for a while. Oops, I thought that was the last pill then. Obviously it's not. Where's the last one? Have I missed one out? Where is it? Oh no. Where's the last one? Hopefully it's down the bottom of the screen somewhere. Where is it? Is it down here? Down, down, deeper and down. No, it's not there. Right, okay. There it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, now that was the best last pill get you'd ever seen. There we go. So it's not about great gameplay, but sometimes it happens. Blink and you miss it. Come on, Pacman. Do your stuff. Right, going well. Up we go. It's there. It's there. Moving on up. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me apart from a big gang of ghosts. Dun dun dun. Right. No, it's a very interesting. I'd love this game to be remade, but not remade in a great deal, so it's vastly different. But just so it's got a few different stages, I think. Yeah. Right. Go round here. Oops. They do tend to crowd up, these ghosts in this game. I think I've used the power pill a bit too early there, but never mind. At least we've done jungle steps at least one. There's a nice sweet there. Let's take that nice bonbon. There. Right. Oh, I need Naboo from the Mighty Boosh now. If I don't complete this, it'll be an outrage, as Tony Harrison said. This is an outrage, as he said. Right. And Naboo, he was a shaman with lots of special powers. I mean, I'd like to. I say a lot of things I'd like to do, so I might as well say I'd like to do this as well. I'd like to do a radio play, a bit like in the style of the Mighty Boosh, but the only problem with it is I haven't got Bob Fosse. So I'd have to play, or Julian Barrett, or Noel Fielding. So I'd have to play all the characters. Right, good job. Let's go to the next screen. But I could use lots of sound effects. Igor the Thunderdog could be in it. Maybe he could be like Naboo. Take a bit of writing. But it'll start off as a radio play, and then hopefully the BBC will commission the actual show, and that's when I need you lot to come in and play the other characters. So don't go anywhere. It might be short notice. So that's what could happen. Right, it's got that. Move, move, move. So we've gone right round now. We've completed the 2 jungly steps, and now we've got a few other levels that's slightly different colour, which is pretty good. Take that, ghost. Right. The Ghostbusters never encountered any ghosts like this, did they? Any apparitions there on their PKE meter? I suppose Ghostbusters come out on the Commodore 64 as well. The big thing about the Spectrum version is it adds speech. Now the Commodore 64 is going to be able to do that easily. So what's the speech like on that? Oh look, I don't like it when they go in big packs. What's the point of that? It's like playing football and everyone's staying in the same position, isn't it? Really? Right. Thanks, Bigfooto. I'd like to. The problem with it is I got a bit downhearted because they wasn't really watched by anyone. I think one had about 12 views after a few weeks. I just presumed they weren't very funny. But the Random Wednesday questions were going good. I'd like to have a bit of a radio plays. Now it's picking up, but not in place of all this stuff like the ZX Spectrum and all that gear. So what we'll do then, we'll be on the wind down. We play Space Invaders, and this one didn't come out back in the day. I think this is a homebrew from the year 2000 by Jorge Hajijez or something like that. I haven't written it down what his name is, but yeah, I think it's from the year 2000. I think the year 2000, something like that. Anyway, right. I did like those Random Wednesday questions. That's when Igor the Thunderdog was born. I'd like to bring him in. He was involved in a few weeks ago when I had a bit more time in a vlog where I was flying a X-wing fighter, which was always a bit good fun. Yeah. Oh, well done, Bigfoot too. I'm glad you said that. I did not know that. I did not make the jump. Oh, good. Oh, nice to see you, matey. Nice to see you. Hope things are going well. There we go. Good. Yeah, brilliant stuff. Nick Boo stream. Yeah. I need to write some songs though. Yeah. I could do that. I've got the voice, sort of. Oh, Greg, do you love me? Are you playing your love games with me? Right. Is this going to load? I thought it was space. It is. I needed to press something. Right. So, Space Invaders. You know how Space Invaders work. You go left and right, try and shoot everything. Now, unlike Galaxians, it's Oh look, I think I need to. It's a joystick affair. Right. Okay. unlike Galaxians, they don't come down the screen at you. So let's take out these. So the year 2000, this, sometimes it's good just to shoot through there. It might be a bit loud, this. I might need to turn it down again. Let me know. Well, let's go. Right. Oops, kaboomer. Right, okay, well. Oh, these ain't. This looks like a fairly tough version of Space Invaders. My favourite version on the Spectrum was Space Raiders. It has to be said, maybe it's my favourite because it's a little bit easy. But this, I can't seem to stay in the same. They're raining down hell on me for stage 1. Maybe I need to fire. I need to fire a bit more quickly, don't I? To be less conservative with the thing. Right, okay. Oh God, it's got kaboomed. Time does fly. Time does fly when you're having fun. So it's a pity we can't have fun at work, really. There we go. Well, game over. Well, let's go again. I don't know. I'm going to clear these boys off the screen. I need more than one fighter to attack these. I'll get one line done. Right, that's one lot done. Let's shoot through this shield. That'll give me some cover. Boom, boom. Right, that's made them look a bit slimmer. Just the middle line left. I think you need to take these out before they destroy your shields, to be honest with you. And I'm probably not helping shooting them myself. Yeah, it's not much screen to work with. So year 2000, this, you might not have known about it back in the day. Oh. I need to have a look at Ghosts and Goblins on the Commodore 64 as well. Someone mentioned Prince of Persia earlier, so I've written that one down. And Leaderboard. Oh, look at that. I've been kaboomed and gabotted more times than... Oh no, I've only used the script writer of Blackadder. They could have filled that in quite nicely. I think this version's impossible, isn't it? But I would say that, but there's not too many aliens left, so perhaps there is. You can shoot their stuff out the... Look at that! He's definitely shooting too much stuff at me. Oh, look. Yeah, it's kaboom. I'll tell you what, this game feels a lot like an Atari 2600 game. The sound of it, the graphics of it, the size of the aliens. Very Atari 2600 there, yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. Thanks, Gunzo. Yeah, that kickoff, was that the World Cup kickoff one? I had such a laugh with that video. Yeah, that's quite epic, really. I suppose that was, although it was one video, you could say that was an early blunder in there. Night, Julie. Thank you for watching. Well, if you've got a migraine, you've got to look after yourself. Put your health first. Have a good evening. Sleep well. Nice for dropping by, Julie. Ooh, there we go. Ooh. There's a lot of different Blackadders, wasn't there? There's the first series, which was a bit dodgy. I love the second one. I like Hugh Laurie as the Prince Regent in the third one. He had a lot of good lines on that one. Yeah. Pew 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 pew. Farmer McGrew. Let's have one more go on it then. Let's have one more go. We can fit one more go. So we've looked at a few games. I thought we weren't going to fit it in because we spent rather too long on Test Drive 2, which seems like a long time ago we were playing Test Drive 2 now, but it was only a couple of hours. But at the same time, it seems like the time's gone quick. So, you know, time's a bit weird. Maybe we've gone near a black hole and it's doing lots of strange wiggly whirly stuff. Yeah. So I'm glad the Ko-Fi button works. I'm glad we sorted out the events list. So each one we're correcting various stuff, aren't we, really? The sound went out briefly. There was a bit of lag, but not for very long in a 2-hour session, which I thought was going to happen at some point. But it corrected itself, and it was YouTube's end rather than mine, so, you know, I couldn't have done anything about that. Good. Probably some football started somewhere, probably. And there's a lot that the town's all tuned into the football at the first time. Ooh. Thanks, Gumzo. Yeah. Right, okay. Well, they're never scripted, these shows. I mean, quite early on, I did get accused of they were scripted, and I never understood it. Because I haven't done it yet, but I could do a video where I write down the scripts. I mean, it's possible I could do a Friday more detailed thing, which seems to be popular on other channels. But I like to keep it nice and relaxed. I'm a big fan of improv, I like to keep it a bit like that. Some of my favourite shows which I watch on YouTube a lot is Whose Line Is It Anyway, both the English version and the American version. But I just love that style. So without knowing it, when I was doing the pre-recorded stuff, I was really practicing myself up for live stuff. So it was all about practice, wasn't it? So I was doing that thing like the Karate Kid, where I was waxing on and off the fence, and then I'm in the karate match. Good. Sweep the leg. Sweep the leg. Yeah. Sweep the leg. Mr. Miyagi. He was a good trainer, wasn't he? Oh. I don't know. I'm gonna see. I don't know. I'm ever gonna beat this. So thank you everyone that stopped by the stream, whether you watch the whole thing or just a bit of it. It's really appreciated. Helping me iron out the problems. People at the beginning saw a bit of the early bits where you saw a bit behind the scenes where I was changing the size of windows and stuff. So have a good evening, everyone. Thank you for dropping by. Time goes really, really fast on these. Thank you for the super chats and watching them there. Tomorrow, if you're on the Commodore Amiga, probably I'll schedule it in on Twitter if you follow me there. So from about 9 to about 9:30, we'll start a stunt car racer Commodore Amiga blundering, which will go for about 4 or 5 weeks, where I attempt to be successful in Division 1. So I hope to do that. So take care of yourself, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Always nice speaking to you. It really helps my stress, and hopefully it helps you as well. So till next time, take great care of yourself, and are very fond. Goodbye.